In this presentation today, I'm going to reveal why the cryptocurrency windfall you've heard so much about could just be getting started, like Apple stock selling for $1.90 a share in 2004, and why you could potentially turn every $1,000 invested in cryptocurrencies into as much as $200,000. And that's true even if you know nothing about cryptocurrencies, think it's all a fad, and have no clue how to invest in them. The profits being made right now from cryptocurrencies are simply staggering. It would be a huge mistake not to join this new digital currency boom. For example, the cryptocurrency Monero has gone from $15.99 each to $132, a gain of 726%. Dash has soared from $11.90 to $360.27, a gain of 2,929%. Ethereum has moved from $8.35 per coin to $372.46, a gain of 4,360%. Stratus went from 7 cents to $6.92, a gain of 9,785%. And Neo has done a moonshot from 15 cents per coin to $33.55, a gain of 22,266%. Had you been lucky enough to invest just $1,000 in Neo in January 2017, within months, you'd have seen an extra $222,660 in cash sitting in your account. The bottom line is individual investors are cashing in on the once-in-a-lifetime opportunity cryptocurrencies are offering today. In fact, you may have heard the story about the Norwegian man who bought $27 worth of Bitcoin, forgot about them, and discovered 4 years later that his Bitcoin account was worth $886,000. Well, he's hardly unique. Jared Kenna bought Bitcoins when they were selling for 20 cents each and now has $30 million worth. In 2014, investor Tim Draper bought 30,000 Bitcoins for about $600 each at an auction run by the U.S. Marshals Service, only to see them grow in value to $140 million today. And a teenage high school dropout named Eric Finman made a deal with his parents that if he became a millionaire by age 18, he wouldn't have to go to college. Finman bought 83 Bitcoins for $12 each and continued to add to his collection until he owned 403 in total, and by the time he turned 18, they were worth $1 million. Today, they're worth $1.8 million. And it's not just ordinary folks who are making fortunes either. A number of wildly successful investors, from Warren Buffett and Peter Thiel to Microsoft founder Bill Gates, are jumping on the cryptocurrency bandwagon big time. Even former Vice President Al Gore says he's a big fan of Bitcoin. I think the fact that within the Bitcoin universe an algorithm replaces the functions of the government is actually pretty cool, he says. And Snapchat investor Jeremy Liu predicts one Bitcoin could be worth $500,000 in the next 10 to 12 years. What's most important is you don't need a lot of money to invest in Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. You don't need any special knowledge, computer savvy, or special software. All you need to know is there are very few of the 1,107 cryptocurrencies currently available on the market that are likely to explode in value in the coming months, and how to buy them while they still sell for literally pennies. Now, I realize you're likely skeptical. We've all heard so much hype about Bitcoin in particular. It's easy to think the whole cryptocurrency phenomenon is just a fad or a bubble, like the 17th century run on Dutch tulip bulbs. But there are many real arguments about why cryptocurrencies are not a fad, and I'm going to tell you about them in this presentation today. After all, the experts said the Bitcoin bonanza was over back in 2014 when the price plummeted from $1,150 to just $370 per coin. The demand is starting to dry up, proclaimed one professor of finance at New York University. At about the same time, an investor named Barry Silbert swooped in and bought 48,000 Bitcoins in another auction run by the U.S. Marshals Service. Today, they're worth an estimated $225 million. Another great thing you will learn about cryptocurrencies is cryptocurrencies are money governments can't control or devalue. Let me give you a real quick history lesson on Bitcoin. It all began in 2009. That's when an anonymous computer developer calling himself Satoshi Nakamoto created a decentralized, encrypted internet currency called Bitcoin. You see, up until then, money online had to be held in a specific national currency. But unlike conventional fiat currencies, the US dollar, the euro, or the British pound, Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies are not controlled by any government or central bank. Instead, their prices are set by the free market, what individuals are willing to pay for them. And what's more, money in cryptocurrency form can be easily transferred anonymously anywhere in the world and stored safely online out of the reach of governments. To get started, you simply set up an online account known as a wallet. Initial funding can be done through a debit or credit card or through a simple wire transfer from your bank. Once money is in your online wallet, you can then convert it from the original currency into Bitcoin or any of the 1,107 different digital currencies now being actively traded. Thousands of established companies and organizations now accept Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies, from Virgin Atlantic Airlines and Expedia to Whole Foods, the Republican Party of Louisiana, and the international charity Save the Children. You can now walk into a Subway restaurant, order a footlong classic sub, and pay for it with Bitcoin. And there are now Bitcoin debit cards, or BitCards, backed by Visa and MasterCard that can be used just like regular debit cards. And what's more, the development of Bitcoin ATM machines, or BTMs, means you can now get instant cash from your Bitcoin account. Now you can see why the first wave of cryptocurrency investment saw staggering profits. Individuals can now keep their money in a form that governments can no longer manipulate, control, devalue, or confiscate. And as a result, the profits have been unlike anything I've ever seen. The profits from cryptocurrencies have been bigger than anything seen in biotech, bigger than medical marijuana, bigger than futures, options, or Forex. And even beginner investors can make vast fortunes in a matter of a few months. The same way 17-year-old Eric Finman was able to turn a $1,000 gift from his grandmother into $1 million before his 18th birthday. Let's put it this way. The stock markets were booming in the first half of 2017, with the S&P 500 gaining 9% and the NASDAQ up 15%. But cryptocurrency Ethereum gained 4,360%. That's 290 to 484 times more money than what the S&P 500 and NASDAQ delivered in one of their best 6 months periods ever. And Ethereum was not alone. Look at Litecoin. Litecoin's been around since 2011 and has advantages over Bitcoin, especially in the ease and speed of transactions. In mid-March 2017, Litecoin was selling for $3.93 each. It started taking off in late spring, as this chart shows, and Litecoin kept going higher and higher. Within 5 months, a single Litecoin was selling for $63.11 each. That represented a gain of 1,505% in just 5 months. Then there's penny cryptocurrency ARK. It got my attention last April when it was trading around 6 cents per coin. As its name implies, ARK coins have a bit of a survivalist aura. They're meant to be crypto for everyone, a way to store money that's secure but ensures the coins can still be used by consumers, and it's done very well since its launch. As this chart shows, ARK climbed from 6 cents per coin last April to around $1 in June. ARK took a dip over the summer, then really took off in August, jumping from 59 cents to $2.41 in a month. Overall, if you had jumped on board in April, you would have potentially seen every $500 grow into $20,000 in just 5 months, a total return on your money of 3,916%. And here's what's really incredible. The profits just keep coming in with these digital currencies. Let's look at Omisgo. Its symbol is OMG, short for oh my god. And that's precisely the reaction that early buyers probably had when they saw how much money they made. The currency debuted in mid-2017, selling at around 42 cents per coin. As this chart shows, it went straight up after that. Starting at 42 cents in July, by September 1st, OmiseGO was selling for $12.06 per coin, a gain of 2,771% in just 45 days. Where else can you invest $500 and 45 days later turn it into $14,000 in cash? Or invest $5,000 and watch it turn into $140,000? And yet there's so many other examples of these kinds of profits being made right now in cryptocurrencies. Take Nexus. Created by the son of one of the founding members of the aerospace company SpaceX, Nexus is a cryptocurrency that's trying to out-Bitcoin Bitcoin. That means it's trying to be an even more secure form of encrypted digital currencies than those on the market. As one analyst put it, Nexus wants to give worldwide access to a monetary store of value which cannot be controlled or compromised by those who feel they should have authority over your money. Nexus began in 2017 selling for only 3 cents per unit. So a $500 investment in Nexus then would have bought you 16,666 Nexus coins. Well, as this chart shows, Nexus climbed steadily all year, from 3 cents in January to 48 cents in May, and then to $1 in July. By September, Nexus was selling for $3.02 per coin, a gain of 9,966% in just 8 months. An initial $500 investment would have potentially turned into $50,330. If you were lucky enough to hold $5,000 in Nexus coins in your online wallet, you could have had an extra $500,000 in cash today. Think of that. $500K. Where else, anywhere, can you make $500K on a $5,000 investment? And in less than a year, cryptocurrencies are simply an opportunity too good to pass up. As Ben Bernanke, former chairman of the Federal Reserve, admitted, virtual currencies may hold long-term promise, particularly if the innovations promote a faster, more secure, and more efficient payment system. Microsoft founder Bill Gates agrees, adding, Bitcoin is better than currency in that you don't have to be physically in the same place, and of course, for large transactions, currency can get pretty inconvenient. Frankly, I've never seen anything like this cryptocurrency bonanza in my 30 years as an investment analyst. Regular people are making vast fortunes as we speak and starting with very little money. And I want to tell you why Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies will continue skyrocketing in the near future. And it comes down to supply and demand. You see, Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies are specifically designed to be limited in quantity. When Bitcoin was created, it was designed so there could only be a maximum of 21 million coins in circulation. As of today, there are only 16.5 million available. That's the opposite of fiat currencies such as the US dollar or the euro. With government-controlled currencies, governments and the central banks are free to print as much new currency as they wish. The more paper money governments print, the less it's worth. That's the main reason why the purchasing power of the US dollar has declined for more than a century. Every time our economy has gotten into trouble, our government has simply gone the easy route and printed more money to circulate in the economy. But with Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies, the amount is fixed permanently. That's why so many experts predict coins such as Bitcoin will likely continue rising in value. On the low end, Saxo Bank analyst Kevin Peterson admits that Bitcoin will be worth $100,000 in a decade, an increase of 2,263% over current prices. That's the equivalent of earning 37.18% on your money every year, or enough to turn every $10,000 into $236,000. And that's just the low estimate. As mentioned earlier, Snapchat investor Jeremy Liu predicts that the limited supply and huge demand will mean one Bitcoin will be worth $500,000 in the next 10 to 12 years. And according to PayPal board member Wences Casares, there is a higher than 50% chance that a Bitcoin will be worth more than $1 million in the next 5 to 7 years. Forbes reports cryptocurrencies are becoming the safe haven of choice for smart investors worldwide. Literally, billions of dollars have poured into cryptocurrencies, from $11.1 billion in June 2016 to $156 billion today. That's a 1,305.41% increase. And according to fund administrator MG Stover and Company, there are at least 62 crypto-oriented hedge funds in the pipeline right now, which means potentially billions of new dollars will be invested in these digital currencies, driving up prices even further. To get yourself started on the cryptocurrency boom, you could simply go out and buy a Bitcoin, Ethereum, or some of the other recent crypto winners. If you did that, you'd probably make money. After all, Bitcoin is up 423% in 8 months. Ethereum is up 4,360%, and I expect the same will be true next year as well. But the really big money will be elsewhere, in the next wave of cryptocurrencies. And that's where every $1,000 can potentially turn into as much as $200,000, as investors saw with NEO. And now that you've seen how picking the right cryptocurrency is crucial for the big score, I want to tell you how I can help you. As you know, my name is George Leong. I'm a senior analyst here at Lombardi, one of the largest independent financial publishing firms in the country. In addition, I'm also the editor of Lombardi's popular weekly investment advisory service called Obscene Profits. For over 30 years, I've specialized in ferreting out the rare, special opportunities that have the potential to hand my subscribers not just double-digit gains, but triple-digit gains and often more. With stocks, I've posted gains like 1,766% on Jazz Pharmaceuticals, 997% on Cambrex, 910% on Aviat Networks, 892% on Constellation Brands, 783% on Silicon Motion Technology, 766% on Gastar Exploration, 665% on Tal Education, 643% on Ionis Pharmaceuticals, 534% on Parexel, 532% on Green Mountain Coffee, 502% on DXP Enterprises, 465% on John Bean Technologies, and on and on. In total, I've made 78 investment recommendations with obscene profits that have more than doubled in value. But as impressive as the profits I just mentioned may seem, I believe these gains are chump change compared to the profits coming next with cryptocurrencies. I've been following this opportunity for years now, and I believe now is the perfect moment to potentially make life-changing fortunes on digital currencies. Literally, millions of businesses around the world will soon accept cryptocurrencies as readily as they accept PayPal, Visa, and MasterCard. And as we've just seen, dozens of new cryptocurrencies are making huge moves right now as we speak. If you're the type of contrarian, risk-taking trader who finds even the chance of turning $500 into $50,330 irresistible, as you could have potentially done with Digital Currency Nexus, or turning $1,000 into $222,660, as you could have done with NEO in just months, then Obscene Profits is for you. Here are my rules for selecting cryptocurrencies for maximum profit. And as I've said, you can't just go out and buy any of the 1,107 cryptocurrencies now trading on the open market. Many are doing moonshots, but some go nowhere, and a few have even lost money. As a result, I've come up with a set of 5 criteria that I use when deciding which cryptocurrencies are the best bets. My criterion number 1 for investing in explosive cryptos are exploding volumes. It's important to invest in cryptocurrencies that are actually being used right now and in a big way. Bitcoin, as well as the top 20 digital coins in circulation, satisfy this criterion. In addition, I like to see usage of the cryptocurrency increasing at a rate of at least 200% annually over at least 2 to 3 years. These kinds of increases suggest that the coins are being widely adopted and will continue rising in value in the coming months. My criteria number 2 for investing in explosive cryptos is a limited number of coins. The number of coins available for a cryptocurrency is very important. An unlimited number of coins in circulation can have a negative impact on the growth of any cryptocurrency, but a too limited number of coins can scare away investors. As a result, I like to see a large but fixed number of coins in circulation. My criteria number 3 for investing in explosive cryptos is scalability. For a cryptocurrency to really take off as a storehouse of wealth and a medium of exchange, it has to be scalable in terms of the number of transactions it can handle. You see, Bitcoin is limited by its design. The Bitcoin network can process only 7 transactions a second. In comparison, Visa handles thousands of transactions per second. But the newer cryptocurrencies, such as Dash, have solved these design limitations. I only want to invest in currencies that can handle an explosion in volume and usage. My criterion number 4 for investing in explosive cryptos is incredible value. While the more expensive cryptocurrencies such as Bitcoin and Ethereum have a place in some people's portfolios, the really big money will be made in the underpriced currencies. I look for a range under $1 and for significant and consistent price appreciation over the past 12 months. And my criterion number 5 for investing in explosive cryptos is institutional interest. As I mentioned earlier, hedge funds and big institutional investors are moving into cryptocurrencies in a big way. I closely track the investment of these funds in individual currencies because big money coming into small digital currencies can cause their price to skyrocket. The Eureka Hedge Cryptocurrency Fund Index currently monitors the performance of 5 active cryptocurrency hedge funds that carry exposure to Bitcoin, Ethereum, and other cryptocurrencies. I follow these like a hawk, so I see which big investors are moving in and out of the cryptocurrencies I'm watching. In summary, by following my 5 criteria for investing in digital currencies, 6 cryptocurrencies in particular have emerged that fit my perfect criteria for explosive prices ahead. They're still inexpensive enough that you can invest as little as $100 and still have a shot at making thousands, even tens of thousands in return. So how do you find out about my current top 6 cryptocurrency picks? When you agree to test drive my obscene profits, the first thing you'll get is my brand new special report that details these 6 cryptocurrencies. It's called Crypto Fortunes, how you can make up to $1 million on these 6 digital currencies. This is a no-nonsense, plain English research report that reveals why these 6 small cryptocurrencies offer realistic opportunities to multiply your wealth many times over. It also walks you through the entire process of setting up an online wallet, funding your account with a bank transfer, and buying cryptocurrencies for the first time. In a nutshell, everything you need to know about investing in cryptocurrencies, especially if you haven't bought them before. Crypto Fortunes, how you can make up to $1 million on these 6 digital currencies, is yours free for trying my weekly Obscene Profits financial advisory. In Obscene Profits, you'll get life-changing potential profits. As I said earlier, I've already delivered 78 recommendations to my subscribers of Obscene Profits that, at a minimum, doubled in price, including some really big gains, like 1,766% on Jazz Pharmaceuticals, 997% on Cambrex, 910% on Aviat Networks, 892% on Constellation Brands, 783% on Silicon Motion Technologies, 766% on Gastar Exploration, 665% on Tal Education, and 643% on Ionis Pharmaceuticals, and more. You also get new recommendations. In addition to my current model portfolio, you'll get new recommendations. At minimum, I make at least 1 pick a month. Obscene Profits isn't fancy. There's no time for that. It's just nuts and bolts recommendations delivered to you by email every Friday. I boil everything down to the essentials. I tell you what to buy and when to sell my stock recommendations and my cryptocurrency picks. You'll also get risk management. I'll encourage you to cut a loss early if one of my picks isn't going in the right direction. With stocks, I typically place trailing stops on all of my recommendations. You can't do that with these cryptocurrencies, but I actively monitor all of my positions so you'll always know exactly how much money you have at risk, and you'll also know exactly when to get out. But I do let the winners run. The flip side of this, however, is staying in if you're riding a big winner. Some of the coins in my model portfolio are definitely long-haul investments to be held for years, but some will be shorter-term speculations where you get in and out within weeks. Plus, you get updates when you need them. When news breaks that affects one of the stocks or cryptocurrencies I've recommended, I'll send you an email update explaining what's happening, what I think will happen next, and what you should do, if anything. And when the time comes to take profits, I'll let you know immediately. Now, there's one final thing you should know. While my track record is phenomenal, with 78 picks and obscene profits that have doubled at a minimum, there's no guarantee that every one of my recommendations will make money. Past performance is no guarantee of future results, and cryptocurrencies are risky. However, perhaps the best thing about obscene profits is that you can start small. Even a $500 investment, as you've seen, can pay off big time. As you gain confidence that these recommendations stand to produce significant gains for you, you slowly make bigger and bigger investments if you choose to, and build up your account. Or you can keep making smaller investments. How much you put in is always up to you. That's also why we're making it as easy as possible to start making money with cryptocurrencies. I want you to lock in the highly discounted charter membership rate today. And it's limited to 500 charter subscribers. I'm so convinced obscene profits can make you richer. I'm prepared to give you 2 obscene guarantees. Guarantee number 1, if you're not floating on a sea of cash from my picks within 60 days of joining Obscene Profits, just let me know by phone, email, or regular mail that you're not happy, and you'll get 100% of your subscription fee back, and you get to keep all the weekly issues you've received. Guarantee number 2, if you decide to cancel after the first 60 days, just let us know, and you'll get a prorated refund on your subscription fee. But there is one caveat. I have to limit this service to only 500 charter members, and with good reason. Dozens of these cryptocurrencies trade for literally pennies per coin. I expect them to quickly rise in value, first to $3 to $4 per coin, but then continue skyrocketing in value to the $20 to $30 level. And that represents potential profits of 20,000% or more, like we saw with digital currency NEO. And I want to make sure my subscribers are able to get in on these life-changing gains. A lot of money going into small penny cryptocurrencies can move the market, and that's something we don't want to ever do. Hence, we're making this offer on a first-come, first-served basis. And once the 500 charter slots are taken, well, that's it. You can get on the waiting list, but that means you'll have to wait until someone leaves before you can get in. So at this point, you're probably asking, how much does all this cryptocurrency wealth building guidance cost? Well, Obscene Profits is regularly $2,995 per year, and that's for 52 weekly issues. And even at the full price, I expect to sell out. But we always do better for our Lombardi customers. And through this offer, you can try out Obscene Profits for only $1,495 for 1 year of service. Yes, that is a lot of money. But there hasn't been anything like the profit potential of cryptocurrency in decades. No guarantees, but there are 100 potential fortunes waiting to be made, like the 726% gains you could have made on Monero, or the 2,929% profits you could have made on Dash, or the 4,360% gains on Ethereum, or the 9,785% gains on Stratus, or even the 22,266% gains on NEO. Remember, these are not profits you could have made at some distant time in the past. These are profits you could have made in the last 6 to 12 months, and it's still happening as we speak. In just the past 30 days alone, several cryptocurrencies have made more than 100% profits. One is up 249%. Another is up 221%. A third is up 375%, and that's just in 30 days. To put that in perspective, in the past 10 years, you could have earned a total return in an average S&P 500 index fund of 68%. And any one of these 3 cryptocurrencies mentioned earlier would have handed you 3 to 5 times that, and in just the past month. So this is truly a unique situation, even unprecedented. My recommendation, get in now while the cryptocurrencies are still trading for pennies. This is truly a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Click on the big button below to try Obscene Profits risk-free for 60 days and to get your special report, Crypto Fortunes, how you can make up to $1 million on these 6 digital currencies. Get started today on your path to cryptocurrency millions by clicking the link below now.